You've been lied to. They told you this was just about abstaining, about white-knuckling your urges. But this is biological warfare. Semen retention is not just a challenge. It's chemistry, hormones, neurotransmitters. And when you hold the seed, your entire mood shifts. You stop surviving. You start thriving. In this video, you'll learn what actually changes in your brain and body when you retain. The real science behind your energy, your darkness, your confidence. Let's break it all down. Let's take back control. Because now, you're not just fighting lust. You're learning to master it. First, the hit. Porn and ejaculation flood your system with dopamine. A temporary high, a crash soon after. When you release constantly, your brain gets hooked on the high and numb to everything else. Joy disappears. Motivation collapses. You feel empty. But retention? That's where the reset begins. Dopamine receptors start healing. You begin to enjoy simple things again. The sun, the gym, conversation. You're not broken. You were just overstimulated. Semen retention gives your brain the silence it needs to recalibrate. And in that silence, you begin to feel alive again. Let's talk about power. Testosterone, the king hormone. After just 7 days of retention, studies show it spikes, sometimes over 140%. What does that mean? You stand taller, think sharper, compete harder. But it's not just physical. Testosterone is tied to mood. More drive, more decisiveness, less anxiety. You don't just feel like a man, you become one. This isn't placebo, it's biology. And with every day you retain, you reclaim what was always yours. Dopamine is about excitement, but serotonin, that's about peace. When you're always chasing hits, your serotonin drops. You feel restless, on edge. But semen retention brings balance. Your serotonin levels rise. Mood stabilizes. You stop chasing. You start being. That background noise in your mind, it fades. You notice the sky, the silence, the moment. You go from emotional roller coaster to steady mountain. That's what retention gives you. Peace, groundedness, and quiet inner strength. Let's go deeper into the brain. When you release constantly the prefrontal cortex, your decision maker weakens. You become impulsive, forgetful, distant. But with retention, something shifts. The fog clears, focus sharpens, blood flow to the frontal lobe increases, self-control rises, long-term vision returns. You don't just want to improve your life, you do it. Your mood lifts, not because life is easier, but because your brain is now wired for clarity. Discipline becomes natural. Direction becomes obvious. You feel it, right? That fire in your chest? It's not just emotion. It's energy rerouted, purpose rediscovered. But it's not all smooth. When you begin retention, you will feel everything. The highs? Unstoppable. But the lows? They'll shake you. Why? Because you're no longer numbing. Your brain will dig up buried emotions, insecurities, memories, shadows. This is detox. This is you clearing the system. Mood swings are proof it's working. Don't run from them. Learn to ride the wave. Because what's on the other side is a version of you that doesn't need stimulation to stay stable. You become emotionally resilient, mentally grounded. You stop escaping and start transforming. Have you ever walked into a room and people just felt your presence? That's the retention aura. It's not mystic, it's hormonal, it's psychological. Higher testosterone, balanced dopamine, stabilized serotonin. All of it makes you more present, more magnetic, more real. And people respond to that. You speak less but say more. You listen deeper. You connect without effort. Your mood lifts not just inside, but in how the world reflects you back. This isn't seduction. It's self-respect, and others feel it. Semen retention isn't magic. It's science. Your mood doesn't shift by accident. It shifts because your biology is being restored. Dopamine rebalanced, testosterone elevated, serotonin stabilized, frontal lobe activated. And in that rewiring, you become unrecognizable. Not in your body, in your mind, in your presence, in your peace. So if you're wondering whether it's worth it, if the sacrifice matters, know this: every day you retain, you are reclaiming yourself. From impulse, from addiction, from the numbness. This is the real reward. Not just energy, not just women, but ownership of your state, of your focus, of your life. In the next episode, we go head-to-head. NoFap versus semen retention. Which road gives results? Because not all streaks are the same, and not all men rise the same way. Let's decode it. Let's evolve. Let's rise together.